Actors often have a deep love for their craft, and those who genuinely adore their work are truly fortunate. However, some take on such intense roles that they jeopardize their mental health. Today, we explore the top 10 actors who came perilously close to losing their sanity while embodying their characters. These extraordinary performances reveal the depth of their talent and the harrowing sacrifices made in the name of art. Join us as we uncover the thin line between brilliance and madness in acting. Number 10. Linda Blair in The Exorcist. At just 13 years old, Linda Blair captivated audiences as Regan McNeil in The Exorcist, a film widely regarded as the pinnacle of horror cinema. Its release sent shockwaves through the industry, as it boldly explored themes of faith and the supernatural like never before. The unsettling events surrounding the film sparked intense media scrutiny, with journalists probing Linda about profound topics such as God, the devil, paradise, and hell, questions that weighed heavily on the young actress who had no answers. In the wake of the film's debut, Linda faced harrowing challenges, including death threats that prompted Warner Brothers to provide her with security at home. The psychological toll was so severe that she required professional treatment to cope with the turmoil that followed. Number 9. Heath Ledger. The Dark Knight. Heath Ledger was a perfectionist, ultimately becoming a tragic victim of his own artistry. In preparing for the role of the Joker in The Dark Knight, he meticulously crafted the Joker's journal, a profound reflection of the character's intricate psyche. Aware of the character's consuming nature, Ledger reached out to Jack Nicholson, the previous actor to portray the Joker, to warn him that this role could ensnare one's mind and lead to harrowing experiences, an insight that would prove all too true. Ledger's immersion into the Joker's chaotic world was so profound that he isolated himself for weeks, creating an obsession that blurred the lines between reality and fiction. To cope with the mental strain, he resorted to tranquilizers and sleeping pills, seeking solace in the very substances that would ultimately lead to his tragic demise. In his pursuit of perfection, Ledger ventured into a dark abyss, leaving behind a legacy that serves as a poignant reminder of the price of brilliance. Number 8. VERA FARMIGA. The Conjuring horror movies often bring with them strange occurrences for the actors, and The Conjuring was no exception. Vera Farmiga claims she received 2 warnings from what she believes were supernatural forces. The first came in the form of 3 scratches that appeared on her laptop while she was on the phone with her director discussing her role in the film. The second warning manifested as another set of 3 identical scratches, this time on her own skin, one day after returning home from filming. Farmiga expressed her conviction that these were warnings from spirits, and from that moment on, she wished only for the filming to end, fearing she might lose her sanity. Number 7. Johnny Depp. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. The eccentric dreamer and writer Hunter S. Thompson, portrayed by Johnny Depp, drew the actor into a dangerous bygone era of journalism. For a week, Depp lived as if he were Thompson himself, donning the writer's vintage clothing, waking up at 8 or 9 in the evening, and not falling asleep until 5 the following afternoon. Upon completing the shoot, the actor confessed that his character had infiltrated his mind like a virus, yet he embraced the experience with joy. Number 5. Adrien Brody in The Pianist. Although he had already appeared in more than 20 films, the painful experience of The Pianist marked a true revelation and rebirth for actor Adrien Brody. To prepare for his role, Brody rejected the use of his car, left behind his large house, and even cut off contact with his loved ones. However, this was not enough for him to fully inhabit his character, so he decided to stop eating. This choice plunged the actor into such desperation that, combined with the dramatic nature of his character and the film, it led him into a deep depression from which he took months to recover. Brody confessed that portraying this role made him feel like a victim of the Nazi Holocaust. Number 4. Val Kilmer in The Doors. For an entire year, Val Kilmer fully embodied Jim Morrison. He immersed himself in videos of the rock icon's concerts, aiming to replicate his movements. The actor spent his days listening to music by The Doors, memorizing all the songs and becoming an almost exact replica of the legendary musician. Years later, Kilmer admitted that he needed help to distance himself from the character, as there were times when he struggled to differentiate between his real life as Val Kilmer and the persona he portrayed. Number 3. Anne Hathaway in Les Misérables. Anne Hathaway's tragic role in Les Misérables has been the most serious challenge throughout her glorious career. The role required her to cut her long hair and lose 10 to 15 kilos in just 20 days. However, what she struggled with the most was that the victims in the film really affected her mental health. She confessed that it took her several weeks to be able to distinguish her reality from the role she had portrayed. Number 2. Janet Leigh in Psycho. After the legendary film Psycho, Janet Leigh became a victim of her role and never showered peacefully again. The shower scene in this movie is one of the most famous in cinema, and it created such trauma for the actress that she confessed she only showered with the window closed and the door locked from the inside. Somehow, even then, she has not been able to enjoy the pleasant experience of showering and stated that she does it as quickly as possible without taking her eyes off the door. Number 1. Shelley Duvall in The Shining. The magnificent Stanley Kubrick was renowned for extracting deep emotions from his actors through dangerous methods, often pushing them to their limits. Shelley Duvall experienced the full weight of his approach, spending nearly 12 hours a day in tears. To amplify her distress, she endured the indifference of the entire crew, which resulted in profound emotional exhaustion. Ultimately, while she managed to cope with these techniques, they took a toll on her well-being, leading to several nerve issues, hair loss, and a subsequent depression that she attempted to alleviate with alcohol. If you enjoyed this video, please share your rating and favorite part in the comments. Before moving on to the next video, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out.